Phase 1, let talk to you about that. Sharpie Europe.
Yeah. So phase 1's just teaching the Army core values. So coming off with all of them going through loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honour, integrity, and personal courage. Just breaking it down a little bit. So loyalty, bear true faith and allegiance to the US Constitution, the Army unit and fellow soldiers. So looking after your guys, that kind of stuff. One of the probably the biggest bits in what we're teaching. Then the second one's like duty. So fulfilling your obligations, doing your duty means more than carrying out assigned tasks. Looking after your men, looking after your team, looking after your weapons, all that kind of stuff. Going to your third one, respect. Massive part of what this is as a whole. Without respect, nothing's going to happen. So, you know, treating people as they should be treated, as you want to be treated, and so on and so on and so on. Selfless service, so putting the mission, the welfare of the nation, and the army before yourself, as well as your men. You're always going to put the mission first. Going on to honour, so living up to the army values. Honour is a matter of carrying out, acting, and living the values of respect, duty, loyalty, self-service, integrity, and personal courage. Then going on to integrity, so doing what's right legally and morally, so making sure you always do the right thing when it comes across to that situation having to be a decision made and so on. Personal courage being the last one, so facing fear, danger or adversity, physical or moral. Personal courage has long been associated with our army, so always been, you know, courageous in battle and that kind of crap. And that basically takes us.
I'm talking normal.
Alright, so in phase 2 is just talking about leading by example and talking about the NCO creed. So the basics, basically it's just talking about like how to be hard but fair. Hard part being like reporting someone, giving them a punishment even though you know they're your friend, stuff like that. But the fair part being like you can still hang out with them and shoot the shit and all that, but sometimes you do have to be hard for them and, you know, give them the like what's what and everything. It also talking about like as an army leader you have responsibilities and all that, and how you should be taking on your own responsibilities and someone above you should not have to come down and, you know, fix your shit for you. That moves on down to the NCO creed, which is talking about, it's just like the creed, you about like the attributes in it that you're supposed to follow. So, and how you're the back of the army, you're proud of being an NCO, and you conduct yourself as to bring credit to the Corps. Military service, country regardless, in which position you find yourself. You won't use yourself, like where you are as an NCO or an officer, so on and so forth, to make gains for yourself. So like,
yeah, is this better?
Who is that?
Is this better?
You guys
It's not to like put yourself ahead of others.
Yeah, no, guys,
Can you guys just
and
go over there somewhere? Towards,
so
like,
forth.
flag
It's
where
like,
you guys are interrupting.
oh my god, that's distracting.
So why are we all in Jurassic?
There you go. Problem solved.
Jesus. About how you're aware of your role as an NCO, how you fulfill your responsibilities with that role, and it's proven with age that it works. There to keep the legend on, basically, keep on living. You're there to do what you're doing, and you don't have to have people above you fix your shit. But that's basically it for phase 2, and I'm gonna get on down to phase 3 with Ronan.
So phase 3 would go over junior and senior NCO differences, and then an in-game course that will go over battle drills from battle drill 1A, 3, 4. So react to contact, breaking contact, and flanking. So first thing we would start with is senior NCOs, and go over how sergeant first classes, like what's the difference between a sergeant first class and anybody higher than him versus a sergeant or a staff sergeant or corporal or specialist, which is a junior NCO. So what we do is explain that sergeant first class and above are more of like a headquarters kind of NCO versus a junior NCO who is more out in the field, up in the front lines, leading his fire team or squad, so to say. So obviously, we would take a group of people that are going to be NCOs, and we would take them to teach them battle drills that would help them as a leader and teach them, you know, consequences if you don't do something right, you know, and you end up getting people killed as an NCO, so to say. What to do and what not to do, basically. Like I said, they would be going over flanking, bound backwards, breaking contact, in the ambushing, and also superior firepower. Making sure that you know who your team is and basically understanding what your team's capabilities are. So if you have a 249 in the squad, so to say, you should have him in a position where if you get suppressed, you're able to move him to a position to get firepower back and a team enough to basically up on top of the enemy and kill any contacts in your way, or leave breaking contact. So it really depends, but that's more of an end-game course. I don't know if you want me to take you on that, McGarrett, but that's about it for Phase 3.
And for Phase 4, it's testing. So for the test, it's just going to be 8 questions that are given to the IC staff. And the questions vary from anything small, like the 3 core values, to something from the NCO creed, and it just ensures that those in the platoon have a deep understanding of topics that are gone over, and so that everyone understands their role and everything. Below there as well, there's
Okay. So a couple things. Pretty. So, pretty good. Besides, the fact that game course kind of lacks a couple important things. One being teaching people how to be leaders. Making sure guys can do that in the field, out of the field, off TeamSpeak, in TeamSpeak, on Discord, off Discord. Making sure guys can take hold and take leadership of a fire team or a squad or even an element in terms of SF or a little or detachment. Teaching leadership is something. I mean, you can give them all the tools or you can give them all the answers to the test, but on the test they have to use those answers. I'm saying, like, you gotta give them the tools to succeed, and they have to use them. That's how that should be taught. But besides that, what I want this to turn into, it was pretty good. Most of this work, it was very well done. So what's going to happen now is this is going to be an S3 operation where you guys are actually going to develop a NCO leadership course for the entire unit. I'll pass this through, and now it's up to S3 to come up with it. And the NCO in charge of S3 is actually fucking, but he just retired, so I guess I'll leave it up to Callum and Captain Ronan to lead off the project. Besides that, pretty good. Just that last couple of things. Really make the in-game course and NCO something that is required. It will, to be a specialist or corporal, you must take this course before you become any sort of NCO whatsoever. So you guys need to make this course something that sticks to people's minds. Nothing too super long, nothing too intense as Ranger School, but nothing less intense than BCT. It needs to be in between, and these guys need to be able to come out of that school knowing how to lead. And I shouldn't see, them asking questions about leadership or stuff, unless it's like an actual, legit question. I'm okay with asking questions. What I'm getting at is they should know how to do their jobs straight out of school. Is that clear?
One thing I would like to say, though, is I'd like to thank everybody that helped Torrent and the rest of the people that were in SF create the NCO leadership course. There was a couple people that were involved. I didn't actually have anything to do with McGarrett, so I had no idea what this presentation was going to look like. I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them anything. I just told them make a leadership course and pass it down to me, and then get up to you. I wanted to prove that they were more ready to create a manual than I was, to see what they would bring up, basically.
All right. So you guys need to sit along and wait. So you guys now need to watch. You have to wait till the end because we have to talk about some stuff in terms of the unit documentation. So I guess Callum's up next. So can Captain Kigo grab him?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
question, real quick, Lieutenant Colonel. I don't know if you just want to leave it up to S3, but are we going to grandfather in our current NCOs, or are we going to have them still take the course once you have it ready?
That is up to.
You're up to Callum and Ronan.
Lieutenant Colonel, I took some screenshots of y'all standing there, so I'll send it to you. Links to it later.
And I'm also live streaming. Yep.
Oh, what's up? Live stream.
Got that.
So this is our CO.
Viewers. It's Summit 1G over here.
Send me your channel.
Anderson, put it in the TeamSpeak.
I'll put it in the TeamSpeak, but somebody said a lot of stuff over it.
Would recommend. Oh, never mind, he's coming.
Scroll up to that.
YouTube, okay.
I'm gonna redo it again.
I'm gonna boost this boy.
Scar. Why are you not in my
Everyone go to third squad's hangar.
Because
third squad hangar.
screenshots.
This one right here. Everyone on the third squad hangar right now. Everybody. Everybody. Third squad hangar. Spamming fucking piece.
So that's me, sorry.
Good job. Corrected one typo and they put my name on.
I think I'm with you guys still, because I think I'm doing 2.
So I'm not sure if the live stream is still going or if it's moving smooth, so.
Alright, make it like a huge circle around me. Around me. Kind of like, make it like a curve, half circle around me. Half circle in front of me. You know what a half circle is?
Would you like me to present with them, because I was a part of the design for this as well.
What?
Grasp.
Oh yeah, sure, if you were part of it.
The problem is that Engel and Riojas wrote the whole thing, and Riojas went to bed, and Engel like retired.
Not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. Just saying, I didn't have a hand in this for the most part.
Alrighty. Lieutenant, let's see what you got. Hello? You gonna start?
Second, hold on, my eye's burning.
Callum's just busy dying.
Hold on, I'm just gonna go wash my face. Be right back.
Okay.
I think he might die.
Honestly, I'm gonna go look for the Raspid right now, because I can't even find it right now. I'm just wrecked the entire,
Yes, he does, Captain. Yes, he does. Then if a real NCO were to join the server, like a active duty one, and look at your, if he sees you're an officer and he sees you wearing that beret, he's gonna like chew you, because that beret needs to have an officer insignia on that flash.
Hey, whoever's presenting
make his own mod.
the Raps guide is in the TeamSpeak channel.
Enough, give it a run.
My brother and I, he probably would look at it.
I think I might put the wrong one out, boys. Hold on.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wait, there's nothing on this. It just has a bunch of like table of contents.
I was wrong. Grabbed the wrong one. I think that was Callum's thing that he was with. Not sure.
I could get my brother on to look at it, but he's not here.
Need to find a modder so we can get ranks on the.
Found the right one now.
Raise.
The real one. All right, there we go.
My beret. Wait, is Callum my one? He is. See my rank on my beret, right?
Okay, I'm back.
Second out there.
This one, the real Rasp guide? Okay.
The real one. Real deal.
Alright. So...
Like Callum kick it off.
Hold on, I'm just... America's like spamming me, and it's like, he's like asking me to come over to his channel. Okay.
Just cancel it.
User left your channel.
When are we starting? Or like...
Let me just get it open. Right, what we have is the rasp glide. We have phase 1, which is the thing phase. Basically we test the person on land navigation, their ability to navigate terrain at day and night time, and a compass and a map. The next part of the testing phase is medical assessment. Basically their ability to stabilize casualties and treat them with basic medical procedures and the proper procedures for medevac.
User joined your channel.
Second phase is Ranger skills training, which is where we train them on things they need to do and to become a Ranger. Train them about combat driver's course, which consists of convoy maneuvers, learning about all the different types of dismounts. Next part is marksmanship tactics. Basically we teach them about marksmanship and how bullets work, basically velocity versus mass of a bullet, and how that changes its impact and its ability to penetrate armor. Then second part of marksmanship tactics, we teach them about fire and how to use it properly, and how important it is for have one element suppressing fire while the other element moves and whatnot. And then there's the basic explosive qualification. We teach you about the proper procedures for using explosives, how to use explosives, how to set them up and arm them, and how proper procedure for firing them. Torrance, you want to do the next part, which is the Ranger Creed, because I'm pretty sure that you did that part.
At all, but sure. So next part, like you said, Ranger Creed. It's can't remember the word for it. You guys know like the poems that you take like the first letter of a word or whatever, and you use that letter, or some shit like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's Ranger. It's spelled out. It starts with R, recognizing that I volunteered. You're knowing the hazards of what you're doing. Or what?
Say the whole thing.
Okay. Next. Okay, I'll just touch on them all, I guess. Next part is like acknowledging the fact that you're more elite than other people. Not putting yourself above them, but knowing that you might be better at what you do, perhaps, and that you're cutting edge of what you do. So by either land, sea, or air. Next is like you're stating that you'll never fail. You're gonna do your best to keep yourself mentally alert, strong, morally strong, and that you shoulder the task of helping the people you're with. And next, G, it's gallantly. You will show that the world that you're specially selected and you're well trained, and that you have courtesy to your fellow peers and officers and so on and so forth. Treatment of your equipment. And then next is energetically, and you're gonna energetically meet your enemies of the country. So don't defeat them on the field of battle, for you're better trained and will fight with all your might. Surrender is not a Ranger word. I'll never leave a fallen comrade to fall in the hands of enemy. So basically, don't leave anybody behind and never surrender. Next is readily. I'll display the intestinal fortitude required to fight on the Ranger objective and complete the mission, though I may be the lone survivor. So that's the end of it. Rangers lead the way. Graduation. Upon successful completion of RAS, candidates will receive the tan beret and the rank of PFC. That's it.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so this is that's good. It's good enough for in terms of just Ranger standards. So what this needs to turn into, guys, this happens to SF as well, is both SF and all of S3 and all of Rangers, you guys need to make these documents official and make them into actual courses. Now, here's the catch. I will not be here tomorrow at all. I have a company dinner with some staff, some people I don't want to look retarded in front of. I have a meeting beforehand, so I will not be here tomorrow at all. So what needs to happen is you guys need to have this RASP course ready to go tomorrow for all the privates, because tomorrow's RASP and BCT day. Like that's just one day dedicated to it. So this needs to be ready to go tomorrow. Now I suggest this is put together by whoever is Lieutenant Callum. He needs to oversee that this gets put together and executed tomorrow, like on the spot. Now I guess it's the first time we're going to do it, but it needs to be done to the best of our ability. Now my question is, what do you need to do RASP? Do you guys want a different map? Do you need it? Or can you do it here? I prefer if you can do it here. Lieutenant?
I think we can probably, well, for the rest, what we need to do is basically just those marksmanship tactics and things. I think we can do that. We can work on the marksmanship and tactics sort of near Camino, and then for the navigation element, we can use the rest of the map, rest of Stratus.
All right, if you can use the map, that's fine. All right, yep. So conclude all this. Oh wait, no, Sor has to go. Sor go. So let Sor finish, and I'll have like a conclusion stuff, and what needs to happen after this. So Sor, Chief, you're up. Wait, hold on. Is there a document or something? Okay. Huh. Yeah.
Send it to me. Send it to me, I'll do it.
Disconnected. Connected. Channel switched.
Oh boy, he's saying his thing, but I can't hear him because he's whispering.
I thought it was on me.
What?
That's why I left.
Any warehouse promotions are solely based upon merit, just like everybody else here. We're not going to do it like, oh, you're a CW2 and now you're qualified to helicopter on 2 helicopters versus if you're a WO1 you only can fly. No, it's not. That's not the fair to everyone else who gets their ranks. So like Rangers and SF, like it has to be off merit. So that's up to you to decide. But since you're not an officer, you can't actually like promote people. So I guess you have to go up to Camp or myself to request promotions. Okay. So yes, you need to put that in documentation. You need to be able to look sexy like everyone else. That's due tomorrow. In conclusion, guys, there's some more paperwork to do. I'm sorry, but this needs to happen. RASP, you're good. SF, NCO leadership course, you're good. So like 3 more things we need to get documented. Is going to be our unit SOPs. This will be the standard operating procedures for the entire task force. Now, Captain Ronan and Lieutenant Callum will head this project as the 2 officers in charge. The main one being Captain Ronan. This SOP needs to cover everything from like use the radio to all our battle drills. It needs to be our standard operating procedure for the entire task force. It needs to be like there should be no gray area in terms of what we should be doing here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So SOPs, Now, I get this is going to be a big project, so I'll give you guys like a full 7 days. So this time next week is when I expect the SOPs to be done and like fully presented. All right, any questions on that? This is a whole unit thing, so you know, lieutenant and captain, you bring in who you think is best for the job. It doesn't have to be S3 solely, but I hope S3 fucking helps because you're not being S3. So any questions with captain?
On S3? What?
Oh no.
What did you say?
Heading off the SOPs.
Okay, yeah, I get you now.
Like, did you not? Okay. So yeah. Everyone hear that? Everyone understand that? This includes SOAR,
Sure.
This includes Rangers, this includes SF. Okay. So, push SOP aside. NCO Leadership's course, once, like, you guys think you're ready to, host it, yes, you can start hosting.
User joined
I'll
your
come
channel.
to the first one just to see what's like, but yeah, you can host it whenever. You just announce it a week beforehand before you're hosting. You just come up with your own schedule about it. So yeah. So SOPs. What else? Fucking. Oh, lieutenant and captain for each unit. Each unit needs their own SOP'd fucking loadouts. Now I know SF has their own like options, so include in those SOP the options. I know Lieutenant Callum, you like to keep things nice and strict as I did as the platoon leader. So get that out. Again, they're both due this time next week. I'm giving you like full 7 days to get everything done. Loadouts, SOPs for the entire task force. That includes SOAR as well. SOAR, you need to make official loadouts and put them on documentation. Don't have anything for me? The Zeus thing, I'll get to work on that when I get home late tonight or tomorrow night. Questions, comments, concerns?
Oh, sir.
Captain Lieutenant, your orders are clear. You guys are dismissed. Good job. Good work.
Do you remember Hawk?
Yeah.
He's trying to get me to be CO of his Arma 3 unit.
XD. Where's that gonna go? 3 days and die?
Before you go, the live stream want to know more about you.
Just go over and die.
What'd you say?
I said the live stream want to know more about you. I told them that you were from the army.
Oh yeah. What about it?
What division army are you in?
The Army Reserves.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were enlisted. Are you current rank?
I'm enlisted. I'm an officer.
Officer?
Lieutenant.
Okay. That'll be all.
I know, right? That's what I like about him.
Let's all take a moment to admire his mustache.
It's the O'Brien mustache.
And then, by the way, this is what NCO major will look like.
Oh, so we're gonna be in the server.
What it look like?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Yes.
What do you think about for the mission thing that Winter's about? Do you want to consider maybe doing? If you have the server box or whatever, you can maybe open up another one. Do like if
the server box?
Yeah. What?
I don't know about that.
Don't you have a server box? Are you running one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're running one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. So you can open servers, right?
Of course, yes. I can open as many as I want to.
Okay,
as long as it doesn't kill the fucking CPU, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be able to handle it, but perhaps setting up live one.
I think about
maybe. Hey, it's perhaps, all right. Get everybody
Alive is gonna eat the CPU. I'd rather have Zeus.
Alive.
A lot of people don't have Zeus first. So just in case if I'm a crew member or something like this, I might have to
could all get our brains together and invent an AI that Zeus's.
Guys, I get it. We're doing a Zeus one. Like,
Suka. Someone maybe opening like a flick, like a public domination server or something like along those lines, where people can just go on and do their thing.
And the next will be best.
This one that's set up for us is going to be Liberation. Perhaps. Vanilla. Maybe the easiest one that's set up for public. And then private mini op server. Yes, Captain.
Anyway, contact with modders about the berets so we get officer ranks on like the ones we have?
I know Third ID does some of that, so I guess I'll tap the flash.
The man.
Third RB.
Captain Nerd is actually pretty nice. I come.
Oh, sorry, what?
And Third ID.
Oh, guys, I'm an MP.
I can too?
User left your channel.
Okay.
Are you paramedic in real life?
User joined your channel.
He is cool.
Who's paramedic?
Sharpie.
Someone told me that Sharpie was.
Alright, I got fucking shit to do tomorrow. Callum, you understand what to do tomorrow? Rasp is tomorrow. Rasp is tomorrow. You're hosting it. You're in charge of it. Doesn't happen or shit fucks up, it's on you. Compadre? Okay, CC.
Where you at?
Better. That was the most pathetic.
Blade.
Everybody look.
I was sweating and I rubbed my eyes because I was like super sleepy and like the freaking sweat from my hands went into my eyes and it burned. Don't help me like that, man. Put your hands up right now.
This is an armed life robbery.
You want me to be... Okay, I'm gonna just follow you.
Oh yeah, Callum, thank you for being on time today.
I wasn't on time.
That's the point.
I was a good 12 minutes late. Oh yeah.
Very interesting stuff.
Gamer.
Well, Callum, don't you love being an officer, dude? Like, isn't it work?
One time I made my Bitmoji look like Adolf Hitler.
User left your channel.
Alright, did you add me? Hell yeah. Wait, are you East Coast? What state? New Jersey? Yeah. Yeah, same.
Christ almighty.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Nah, New Jersey. Yeah, I live in New Jersey with you. I live in Virginia now.
Actually,
I just moved here a second
like
ago.
people black market that way, black market.
And that's Kunai, are you one of the white supremacists that did the uprising there? No. Yeah, you are. Yeah, stand right beside David for me. are you Asian? That's tech?
Still live? Oh my god.
God. He looks like the fucking Alaskan pole. Okay.
User left your channel.
Shot at you. ET, I said. I meant AT. Oh. Funny.
If you give us Snapchat, I'll show you.
Boy.
Yeah, we have to make a group chat. No, I don't think Calum doesn't have Snapchat, does he?
I have it, but I haven't used it in years.
Hey, where are you going? Sean. Where are you going? Goodbye.
Where?
Consider funny than Men in Black?